Hello, YouTubers. Welcome to PDINA, Royally Teachable Moments. I hope you're doing well today. Oh my goodness, this family, and this drama, and all this craziness is just off the chain. And when is this woman going to ever learn the errors of her ways? Let me just tell you something. Catherine, girl, is just doing it so well and looking good at the same time. And I would be proud to be behind Catherine. I mean, anything that you do in her presence is going to make you look good. Like, her well-liked persona is going to rub off onto you if you are in her vicinity and you are doing the work with her. Meghan could have been rocking number 2 all day long, but her ego just got the best of her. And now look at her. She's just going through all these changes, life changes, and critical PR. Have you seen all the fluff pieces that they try to put out to make Harry and Meghan look like things are just going well? Talking about Doria's new tattoos and, Harry with his children, photos with his children, or the gifts he's giving his children, and Harry and Meghan are buying a new home. And, they try to put all of this stuff out there to make you think, oh, isn't that just so nice? They're having a great life and they're doing all these wonderful, nice things. We get the shenanigans. We get the PR fluff. You ain't doing nothing but perpetrating like you're happy. And I can't blame you for wanting to be happy. I remember my daughter as a little girl, she was like 2 years old, crying in the car, crying because she wanted to be happy. While she crying, I want to be happy. And I'm like, well, you're not happy, you're sad, so just be sad. Harry and Meghan, just be in the moment that you're in. You just need to try to be in the moment of what you're going through right now and figure out how can you get out of this. But it's like, I guess it's like I'm trying to figure out ways to get out of this, and I don't, you know what, just eat your popcorn and enjoy the show, because they're not going to be able to get out of this because of their mindset, who they are, especially Meghan as a people, their thought processes. Meghan and all her psycho history and things that she's doing and lying, and oh my goodness, I just don't. Yeah, just eat our popcorn and talk about what they doing, because look, it's just gonna be what it is. That's just what it's gonna be. No hope for you, no trying to show you the way to improve, be better. So the story that I'm talking about today, Harry is regretting the last 3 years, and he is in doubt right now. We know that he reached out to his brother, and William is not looking to forgive him and to take him back anytime soon. And Meghan is furious that Catherine has put her little 2 cents in it, because she feels it's a shame. It's sad what has happened. And Meghan is like, just stay out my business. Just stay out my business. Let us do us in America. Let's just do what we do. And she doesn't want them dipping their 2 cents into anything. So this whole story that's coming out, that's talking about really what is conjuring up within Harry right now. Hey, I've talked about it, and I knew it would come, because there's no way you're going to drop being a prince in a country where your prince and your dukedom and all of that makes sense, to then coming to America and not being anything of relevance. You just slate nothing. I'm a prince. I'm a prince. And people are like, okay, you're a prince. That's nice. Okay, what you do? What's a prince? Because here, ain't nobody gonna know. They gonna look at you sideways like, okay, you're a prince. Harry is at the point now, he done betrayed his family. He done betrayed his wife's family. Now he's betraying himself. You're just going to betray your own being and existence. And what is happening now is Harry and Meghan are becoming known for being grifters. Meghan has since hounded the governor of California And he is not even taking her calls anymore because she is pressuring this man so much to get the seat of Dianne Feinstein that it's enough is enough. And I think this is showing you everything about who this woman was from the beginning. It was all about trying to get these accolades and to try to get these high profile positions. That's the only reason why she married Harry, and she's making it so obvious to us. It's like you're really proving yourself now. And Gavin Newsom, the governor, is just like, stop hounding me, woman, stop it. Don't. And he's even said, I'm not taking this woman's phone calls. She needs to just leave me alone. It's just terrible. It's what in the world? And it just really validates and shows people this girl is so ambitious for her power that she's trying to get, that you can only look at her as somebody who married Prince Harry for this reason right here. Because she's etching her way, climbing to get to where she's trying to be. But you are putting a lot of effort into it because you know your status of who you've married, you feel has given you validation that you should be able to just walk into a seat that Dianne Feinstein had. Like the audacity that you would think that you would be entitled to that position now, just because of who you've married, shows us why you married who you married. Because you just doing the steps. Okay, married a prince, he knows so and so can help me with so and so. And it's like you just trying to get all the X's, all the boxes X'd out in your plan of accomplishment that you've drawn out from the very beginning prior to meeting Harry. Okay, so it's just disgusting. It's sickening. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing that it's come out. Like, if you're her friend and if you're somebody who does take her phone calls, and then you've got the governor saying, I don't want her calling me, that must make you feel like, well, shoot, maybe I don't want her calling me either, and I'm her friend. Maybe you just like, okay, what's wrong? Because it's just too much to have a governor call you out, and it's out there. And the news is writing about it. And it's just, oh my goodness, it's just one of those things that is embarrassing. And it is being reported that Meghan is struggling with life these days. She is actually struggling. She's having a hard time because the governor's not taking her calls. She's been known as a grifter. She doesn't have any deals coming up that are going to really give them any amount of money to sustain this very high profile and uber rich lifestyle that they're trying to hold on to. And they're talking about saying that she is having a really difficult time taking it all in, because this is at another level of not accomplishing your goals. It's like everyone sees that you haven't accomplished your goals. If you're an anonymous actor and you're trying to do you, people don't know what you've tried to do and what you didn't get and what you have gotten in terms of success and jobs and all of that. But with Meghan being on the world stage, constantly wanting this public life, she has opened and exposed her own life to the ridicule, because now people can see you're failing at everything you're trying. They can see that she has not accomplished the things that she's been trying to accomplish. And this is what is difficult for her, that everyone knows about her plummeting popularity. They know about being a grifter and losing the high profile jobs and not being able to sell Netflix on any of the ideas that you want. And, you know, Harry and Meghan are going to have to resort to exposing their personal lives and their children to a reality show if they want to stay within the confines of this uber rich lifestyle, because that's the only way Netflix is going to take them on. And Harry doesn't want to do it. Meghan is game, I hear, but Harry, he does not want to open up his children, his own life, to a reality show. And I say you should have took your butt to work then. You should have took your butt to work when you had a contract. But you ain't used to the real world. You're not used to having to pay your own bills. So you just lazy and wanting to sit around and get high all the time and not be responsible. It's like Harry's woken up to the real world. You know, he has actually betrayed himself in a way that is the toughest and hardest, because he doesn't have anyone there to pick up the pieces for him. as it would have been had he stayed within the royal family. There's like nobody to pick up the pieces now. You are truly on an island alone with your stupid decisions. And people are saying that Meghan is actually struggling with her mental health. She's struggling with all of the setbacks and she's not doing well. And the reason why she is having a hard time is because she hasn't found her footing in Hollywood yet. She had hoped for this. This was always the goal. And I remember saying it. I remember saying this woman, all she needs to do really is to continue to hone her craft, get your butt in some classes, start doing things to better your whole career and go about it the right way. But the problem Meghan has is that she wanted to do the shortcut. She took the shortcut, the way where you don't have to do the work. You can just say, hey, look, my husband is a prince. I'm back here in Hollywood and yeah, give me a job. Give me a contract. I got connections to the royals. That's what she did essentially. And now she sees that Hollywood is like, no. And this writer's strike that's happening right now and actor's strike is making it even harder for them, especially Meghan, because now there's no way to even get the work if there were work. She's feeling the brunt of her ways. Her ego is feeling it now in a very harsh way, that it is affecting her mental health now. Elsby, who believes that things might get worse for Meghan before they get better, even though she has a new partnership with WME, it doesn't seem like she has any projects in the pipeline with them, at least not yet. It's been 3 months since the news broke, and we've heard nothing since. This is a longer period of time than it typically is expected for a new client to secure a deal, which suggests that Meghan may be struggling to find her footing in Hollywood. And I can see how they're trying to connect her with other high-profile celebrities and producers, but no one wants to be attached to her, because the minute they attach themselves to her, they become a pariah. They become attached to her negative publicity. And this is why when I started my video and talked about how being around Catherine is a good thing, because her impeccable class and elegance and work ethic becomes a part of the people that are in her orbit. And Meghan would have been so much better off had she stayed in Catherine's orbit. Put in the work, do your due, learn something from somebody who was there before you, also as an outsider. And then you would have elevated yourself in a more natural, seamlessly difficult way, a more organic way, and more authentic way. But because she didn't want to do the work, she showed her ego, she showed her entitlement, she got too big for her own britches. She has essentially shot herself in the foot. Harry himself has he's outdone himself as well. And this is a couple that is struggling in a very big way. They should have something done by now. Something should have been announced. Something should have definitely been, hey, the next to come is this. But because we haven't seen it, means it's not going to come. And if it does come, let's just see how well it is accepted once the end product is complete. Because I can tell you right now, this is a couple that is not going to get further than where they are now. So keep eating your popcorn and let's just watch the show, because this is a couple that doesn't want to learn but just be the worst versions of themselves until they get knocked down so hard that maybe they'll change with a big, long and hard smackdown. But if they don't, they're just going to keep getting up and getting knocked back down until they at one point need to actually start to realize we need to change our ways.